Let's talk about some of these kids that you saw prior to their collegiate uprise, as we've seen with Tua, Dwayne Haskins for Alabama, and the Ohio State. Which kid has impressed you more, Trent?
Well, I think Tua's generational talent. I mean, I've said this over and over and over. I said it a year and a half ago before he got to Alabama. I think that he's a kid that can go through his college career and never lose a game, considering where he's at. I mean, he's that kind of good. The best I've ever seen. I think
You've ever seen best you've ever seen.
Of the 32 NFL starters right now, I want to say my numbers might be off a little bit, but 20 of them have gone through our Elite 11. I know the other ones well. He's the greatest high school talent I've ever seen, and it's not close. From the way but it's not just how he throws a ball and his movement skills, it's maturity, it's his focus, it's his football IQ, it's his leadership, it's everything. He's the complete package. And you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. He can do things with a football that I've only seen a couple other people be able to do. And he can think quickly and nothing bothers him. And he's a great leader. Like I said, he just checks every box. And then Dwayne Haskins, I would say, is in that next group. I mean, he's a kid that is a natural passer we had at 17 years old. We always kind of privately keep a list of which guys we think will play in the NFL. And he was one of those guys that we thought was a surefire NFL guy. He just has a passing pedigree that's better than most. He's got the passing traits that are really hard to teach. He expands his offense. And I try to explain this to people, but there's a lot of really good college quarterbacks. They're going to have really good college careers, but they are basically whatever their offense allows them to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then there's guys that expand their college offenses. They play beyond the X's and O's. They allow you to do stuff you really shouldn't be able to do in college football because you're only working 20 hours a week and because the kids are, 20, 21 years old. Dwayne, Tua, and a handful of others are those guys that expand those offenses and allow you to do things, again, like I said, that you really shouldn't be able to do with kids this age.
And he's huge. I mean, he's 6'3", Dwayne Haskins. He's a big kid. He's a 21-year-old sophomore, so he is going to dominate at this level. And I'm sure we'll be talking about him at a combine sooner rather than later. And Tua's he's must-see television. I can't take my eyes off him, and he won't play 4 quarters. He doesn't play 4 quarters because he's run up the score by the second quarter half the time. It's unbelievable.
I did a radio show in Alabama, I don't know, a while back, way before Tua was playing, and I tried to explain what people were going to see, and I got laughed at and ridiculed because people thought I was talking hyperbole. But he's just more. I mean, it's not just me. You talk to the other 12 of my Elite 11 coaches, guys that have played in the NFL for years, guys that have been around quarterbacks more than anybody else, the best coaches in the country coaching the position. And we all felt the same way. It was just a matter because he was going there. You're going to Bama. You're already playing with the best players. It just kind of all fit that he was going to be able to do things that people had never seen Alabama's offense do. And I love the announcers on Saturday night when they're talking about when was the last time you saw Alabama open up in an empty formation and throwing the ball around the yard.
Right.
I mean, they started the first 2 series of the game, and they're attacking vertically. They're playing, boundary to boundary. Tua's reading the whole field. I mean, you don't see a Nick Saban team doing that. But he's been doing this in practice since he stepped on campus. And, I get people calling me, texting me from Alabama all the time going, holy crap, what is going on? We're at practice and we're watching. The ball never touches the ground. It's not that it just doesn't touch the ground. Every ball finishes on a guy's face mask. He's just got an innate ability to throw the ball wherever he's looking, exactly where he's looking. It's a pretty incredible thing.